Hurricane season starts in 17 days, and with the recent FEMA shakeup, the department says it's not really ready. 7's Jessica Vallejo is live in Doral at the Emergency Operations Center with that. Jessica.
With concerns over FEMA not being ready, Miami-Dade officials are stressing the importance for us to be prepared this hurricane season. As hurricane season approaches, there is concern that FEMA, the agency that coordinates the federal government's response to disasters, is not ready. CNN receiving an internal review from the agency claiming it has struggled in the recent months and may not be prepared for the upcoming storm season. President Donald Trump and his allies have criticized FEMA for months as ineffective and unnecessary. The administration has restructured it by cutting about 30% of staff, putting a hold on training, and allowing minimal communication with states. Workers say as a result, the agency has gained a general uncertainty around its mission and a steep drop in employee morale, which will likely slow response time. Others at the similarity impacted National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration shared their concerns when the workforce was gutted by layoffs.
And it's going to make it harder to get accurate information out there. Forecast offices are going to be short-staffed. The modeling may not improve as fast as it was. We may see reductions in forecast skill.
Meanwhile, White House officials are discussing drastically raising the threshold for states to qualify for federal disaster assistance. This in accordance with the president's plan to shift more responsibility for disaster response and recovery onto the states. No decision has been made yet, but states like FEMA officials say Florida, Texas, and California would have a more developed disaster system in place, would persevere, but smaller states would more than likely struggle.
Just one storm can cause a catastrophic impact.
South Florida knows the danger all too well. Miami-Dade officials holding a hurricane preparedness event to share critical information on the extreme weather.
That these weather events are only getting more frequent and more intense.
The mayor hammering home the importance of staying informed, preparing necessary items, and creating a plan. Florida is no stranger to hurricanes, with the effects of severe hurricanes felt throughout the state, but it isn't the only extreme weather to look out for.
Now we're dealing with all major weather disasters.
That includes flooding, which has hit areas in Broward County extremely hard in recent years. Miami-Dade officials are not wasting any time and getting ready now.
We're installing temporary dams in vulnerable areas. We're draining the wastewater system where possible ahead of storms. We're beefing up our staffing and preparing vacuum trucks to deploy in flooded areas.
A familiar game plan for residents in South Florida, but vital for staying safe.
Although these tips may not be new to many, it is important to remember them and to put them in action to stay prepared.
Now, the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees FEMA, and its current leadership say that this was taken out of context and the agency is ready for the hurricane season. I'm live in Doral, Jessica Vallejo, 7 News.
And as we prepare for the storm season, 7 News will also be sharing more tips. Our Surviving a Storm special airs May 30th at 7 p.m.